The first half of my Part B focuses on the voice workshops that we've had. Our first two sessions were on the 12th of September and the 19th of September 2014, and we started off our two sessions with 2 warm-ups. For me, this workshop focuses on developing the efficiency of our use of voice and with the aid of breathing exercises. Nazifa's workshop focuses on releasing the tension and helping us use our voices and our bodies in sync. Learning to warm up effectively is important, as it'll help me be more comfortable during rehearsals and moving around, leading to a more fruitful session. I will learn these warm-ups and some new ones to develop control over my body. After the warm-ups, we began to look at the technicalities of voice. The techniques we looked at included breathing, articulation, projection, pitch and intonation, pace, pause, and stress and emphasis. Breathing is the process of taking and giving out air. The way this is done is very important. Articulation is using your mouth, lips, teeth, and tongue so your words are clear to the audience. Projection is the loudness of your voice. Your voice must be heard to be understood, but you must not be shouting. The pitch and intonation is the note that your voice produces, your vocal range, and the rise and fall of your voice when speaking. Pace is the speed of which you talk at. Pauses are self-explanatory when you take breaks in speech for emphasis. And stress and emphasis is singling out and drawing attention to a particular word by saying it differently. We also looked at the importance of the diaphragm and breathing. Looking at these different vocal techniques was aided with the help of YouTube videos that I will link below. We also looked at tongue twisters to incorporate all of these different techniques together. Betty Botter bought some butters, but she said this butter's bitter. I have put it in my batter, and it has made my batter bitter. So it was better for Betty Botter that she bought a bit of better butter and to put it in her bitter batter to make her bitter batter better. Yeah, as you can see, I need a little bit of practice. But yeah, tongue twisters are really good to look at articulation and speed and pace, just to help you say everything clearly and make sure your tongue doesn't get twisted. In our third session, which was on the 26th of September 2014, began annotating and looking at a script more closely, and we explored the fact that each little technical device changes the meaning of the script vastly. So we experimented with variations of the different techniques to change the meaning of the script. The methodological and meticulous analysis of the script helped me apply the skills that we learnt in the previous sessions into actual scripts, because learning something theoretically and applying it into actual practice is really different. Our fourth and final session to do with voice was on the 10th of October 2014, and this session was the performance of our script after. I always put the kettle on about that time.
Yes.
Then she comes round.
Yes.
But only on Thursdays.
Yes.
On Wednesdays, I used to put it on. When she used to come round. Then she changed it to Thursdays.
Oh, yes.
After she moved. When she used to live round the corner, then she always came in on Wednesdays. But then when she moved, she used to come down to the butcher's on Thursdays. She couldn't find a butcher up there.
No.
Anyway, she decided she'd stick to her own butcher. Well, I thought, if she can't find a butcher, that's the best thing.
Yes.
So she started to come down on Thursdays. I didn't know she was coming down on Thursdays until one day I met her in the butcher.
Oh, yes.
It wasn't my day for the butcher. I don't go to the butcher on Thursdays.
No, I know.
I go on Friday.
Yes.
And that's where I see you.
Yes.
You're always there on Fridays.
Oh, yes.
But I happened to go in for a bit of meat, and it turned out to be a Thursday. I wasn't going in for my usual weekly on Friday. I just slipped in the day before.
Yes.
That was the first time I found out she couldn't find a butcher up there. So she decided to come back here, once a week, to her own butcher.
Yes.
She came on Thursday, so she'd be able to get meat for the weekend. It lasted her till Monday. Then, from Monday to Thursday, they'd have fish. She could always buy cold meat if they want to change.
Oh, yes.
So I told her to come in when she came down after she'd been to the butcher's, and I put a kettle on, so she did.
Yes.
It was funny, because she always used to come in on Wednesdays. Still, it made a break.
She doesn't come in no more, does she?
She does come in. She doesn't come in so much, but she comes in.
I thought she didn't come in.
She comes in. She just doesn't come in so much. That's all. This has helped me understand that being able to understand what skills are needed doesn't necessarily mean that you can perform it properly. You need to practice and get used to how the script feels so you can do the script justice. I need to work on pace because I have a tendency to just speak too fast and rush into things. I need to utilise the pauses more because I tend to just rush and just say everything at once, and sometimes a pause here and there can make the message that I'm trying to say come across more strongly.